Welcome to our Shire Real Estate Wrap. I'm Peter and I have Michael here from Laing+Simmons Miranda, and we're here to give you our view on what's happening in the local real estate market. So it's not a good market and it's not a bad market. It is what it is. But having said that, Sydney's overpriced market ended about 12 months ago. And even the experts are saying that correction in the market will probably continue over this year and possibly into next year. Now the reasons for this correction is the fact that is a number of points. In fact, the market needed to be pulled back. We had an extraordinary period of 3 years growth. There's less investors in the market now because they're finding it hard to get finance. Having said that, in regard to finance, it's much harder to get a loan these days. The banks are a lot tighter. In addition to that, what we're finding is that there's more property on the market. If you've been across the Shire, you will have seen that there's a lot more development, and so there's a lot more stock, more property, buyers have more choice. And then at the end of the day, what we're finding is these low interest rates, which everyone thought was extraordinary 2 or 3 years ago, they've become the new norm. So what we're finding now is that as properties go onto the market, there used to be a lot more auctions 12 months ago, and auctions are starting to come off a bit now. Having said that, again, what we're finding is clearance rates in the Shire are running at around 57%. That means about 1 out of every 2 properties are selling at auction, which is not bad. You're finding more properties are being withdrawn from auction, but in fact a lot of them are selling, about 30% are selling prior. So when you're considering selling, you're going to have the choice between auction and private treaty. Make sure you have a talk to your agent and get advice from them, and also go with what feels right. So that's actually the bad news. I might just hand over to Michael and he can actually maybe tell you some good news about selling today.
Sellers and buyers need to understand this new property cycle and be a lot savvier in the way that they participate. Like any other investment, property prices rise, fall and stagnate. Just remember, if you're buying and selling in this current market, you may well actually be making a saving as opposed to what you would have been paying 12, 24 months ago. Of course, this doesn't prevent a successful sale. It just means that you have to have great property presentation and be utilising the absolute most recent sales in the area. Buyers are savvy. They can see what properties have sold for, and that naturally will allow them to make a decision on your home. Some of the top tips for sellers. Take your time in finding an agent. Real estate agents who provide the best marketing and sales plan to get your home sold. Set a price based on sales within the last 2 months. Again, the most recent sales will be a lot more relative to what your home is worth. Present your property in the best possible way. Remember again, an open house is a window into that buyer seeing themselves live in your home. As we move into spring, summer, again, we will see more buyers coming into the market, and properties that are presented well will be reducing time on market, and that will be the great success. Peter and I would like to thank you for spending some time with us. We're always happy to offer our guidance in your property journey. If you'd like any information with regards to your property or your next destination, please feel free to give us a call.